morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where we take you through all the trending stories that the entire city of Dubai is talking about. Let us know, as always, where you're watching from. I just did a little awkward elbow drop there. We're live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I love to hear your thoughts on the comments, so always put them there. We'll read them through the live if we get to them. How are you all doing? Yesterday, we had a lovely little outing. Every now and then we have team lunches, social distance, of course, with separators. And yesterday we went to a gorgeous Portuguese restaurant in Al Wasl called Lana Lusa. Ali's nodding along, but the reason we went was super special because congratulations, Alibaba has become a full-time employee at Lovin Dubai. Round of applause. Congratulations, Ali.
Thank you so much.
Long, hard slog to get there.
Yeah, started in August.
Yeah.
And I just, worked hard every day.
That's it. That's the dream, guys.
I just kept my head down and just worked hard.
Keep your head down. Make sure if you go into work and no one knows you're actually there, say nothing to no one. I'm really joking. An integral part of the team, and actually one of the people who was here on New Year's Eve, and I say that because I'm still seeing kind of remnants of the little after party you guys had around here. Well, I mean, there's a pizza box still here, but yeah.
I think that was Simran's doing with the pizza.
Yeah, it's kind of one of these jobs that you're just kind of working all sorts of hours, but I think most of us will say it's always definitely worth it, right?
Yeah.
You'll learn now.
Definitely.
Well, congratulations. And we went to Lana Lusa, which is a Portuguese restaurant. And if you have ever actually, the best comment I said after the food was amazing and it's really cutely designed and everything. And it's really authentic. And I think the best comment was Hala afterwards was like, I think I want to go to Portugal now. Because you're just kind of you get a taste of the food and flavor and it's fantastic. Anyway, we're going to be jumping into our show. But before we do, a quick shout out to Lovin Extra, Lovin Dubai's exclusive membership service. And you can sign up right now on our website and it gets you access to exclusive content, giveaways and offers. Plus, this very cool Lovin Eco water bottle, which costs 130 dirham. And the reason it's right here beside me is because I'm trying to get my 3 liters a day in, failing miserably, but that's kind of the plan for 2020. Well, I think they say you should be doing 1 to 2 liters a day. I'm not there, but I would like to get to I love that happened right after. I was like, it's a bit messy over here if I show you, and then something has fallen. Not sure what that is, but we'll check it after. Anyway.
I guess if you're an athlete, if you're an athlete, or like if you work out, not an athlete, but if you work out, then you would need to drink a minimum of 3 liters to 4 liters a day. People say it's really good for your skin. So I have this at my desk and I'm trying to remind, and I'm really lucky because the large, like the 5 liter bottle is right behind me. So I don't even have to stand up to get there. I just like turn around and swing. But guys, if you sign up, it's like 15 dirham a month and you get this free delivered to your door. And it's just part of the whole Lovin Extra service. So super cool. But we'll be running through our top stories. We're talking about a TikToker who's leaving wads of cash around Dubai and no one knows if it's real. We'll also be talking about vaccinations in Dubai and the Man United women's team who's facing a lot of slack online right now. If you've heard about it, we'll talk about that later in the show. If you're watching on Facebook, you can see this video. If you're watching on Instagram, we've put it on our stories yesterday. It's basically a viral TikTok story. As a TikTok user, he's racked up hundreds of thousands of views for videos which show him leaving wads of cash around Dubai. And I've actually seen this trend. I don't know if it's nearly a trend, and that's why people are probably questioning it more. But in the videos, you can see it maybe 500 dirham notes. There's even 1,000 dirham notes. I barely even knew there was 1,000 dirham notes. They look real. You see him kind of like there's some music on it. He shows, and I'm assuming it's a he because the hand and the watch looks quite masculine. Yeah. He shows the location. It's not like the Burj Khalifa and I'm leaving 500 dirhams here, but it's kind of like a nondescript street with maybe one building name. And then he goes and either like drops the money into a pile of cash. In the video beside us on Facebook, I think you can see he actually puts the money into a Freedom Pizza delivery bike. Or in another video you can see him dropping the money into kind of cleaning equipment that's on the side of the street. Now, for anyone at any time of the year, COVID or non-COVID, this is a lot of money he's dropping. It's like 2,500 dirham. And you can see why it's getting all the views, because some people are like, show me the money, where is that? I need to go and find it. Before we get into the debate and your thoughts, I just want to say that it's worth mentioning in May, a man was arrested for sneezing on a UAE note
and for sharing that video online. And there was also arrest in 2019 where a resident filmed himself throwing cash for internet fame. And following those arrests, residents were reminded by police to use social media responsibly to avoid actions that may go against the local values, cultures, and traditions. So that's kind of the word from the top is, be respectful with money, that type of thing. Original quick thoughts, Ali? What do you reckon about these videos this guy's making?
I hope he has a good intentions of doing this.
Yeah.
Usually if you're doing things like that, like giving away money, donating money, like you wouldn't post it on social media. Like if you're talking about like culturally, religiously, it's better off you wouldn't be telling people, you wouldn't be showing people. But then again, if you see this, it's a good thing that he's doing, but it's his intentions. If his intentions are good, then good on him. But if his intentions are bad and that he wants fame, and that this thing, whatever he's doing is going viral, then hey.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting is, especially when I see kind of the giving that happens during Ramadan and Eid and how generous people are, and also that you don't do it for fame, but because we don't actually see this guy's character, we don't know who it is, so he actually is still doing it anonymously. And if his thought process is, I will do this, and therefore maybe, you're paying it forward, and then maybe it'll be kind of like a copycat situation, other people start giving money in the street. However, a lot of people are saying, why do this? Why not just give it to people directly? Because what he's kind of causing fuss, like, and also, give it to people, give it to charities, and therefore it can be distributed properly. Someone basically said this is wrong and dangerous, and it's a cheap way to gain followers. And other people are saying, Dubai, please hunt him down. You see, I think that you looked at it with a very positive lens. Yeah. Other people are saying he's doing this for fame, internet glory, and it's pointless. The first comment I'm seeing, Nasir said, what a foolhardiness, but it seems that nothing is wrong in the donations. So if he is leaving it there, bravo, that's the way you want to give money. Yeah. If he's taking the videos and then taking it away, I think it's the most disgusting behavior that someone could possibly do. Who actually cares about internet likes that much? You're disgusting if that's the case. And B, to kind of, because I think that video brings emotion to people who don't have this much money, and it's kind of flashing cash in people's faces and then not actually giving it. So glass half full, he is giving it, and it could inspire other people to do the same. We'll move on. Incredible efforts by the UAE. All frontline workers have now been vaccinated. This is fantastic. So this is, yesterday we heard 1 million doses of the vaccine have been distributed, and now the NCMA have confirmed the completion of vaccination distribution for all frontline workers and those who have had priority since October. So the vaccine will now be provided to various groups of society, including citizens and residents, especially the elderly and people with chronic diseases. This is incredible. We're talking about daily cases rising, which we definitely don't want to pass over. 2,876 new cases yesterday, but the vaccination progress in the UAE at the moment is incredible. So we'll talk about that as much as we can, because I think the rollout process is fantastic. It's happening in Emirates all across Dubai, all across the UAE, and the fact that it's actually optional and free of charge to everyone is amazing. And yesterday, 66,000 new people were vaccinated. So yes, the cases are rising, but we're hoping that the cases were rising over the holidays, and now we'll hopefully see it level off a little bit, because we're still kind of seeing that holiday, a lot of people traveling. I was one of them. Yes. I was one of them. But cases are rising, and now hopefully that will kind of kilter off soon. But yeah, just fantastic to see those vaccination numbers rising as well, and the smooth process. And I'll say it once and I'll say it again, if you're interested, download the DHA app, download the Seha app, and you can do that straight away. But of course, priority, like they said, is being given to right now people with chronic diseases and the elderly. But all frontline workers in the UAE have received the vaccination. I just
that's amazing. That's
amazing. I assume it's given the option to take it.
Yeah, but at this point, like, I guess that there's no reason not to, you know.
People have their personal opinions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like my stance on it is go and get it. We're so lucky to have the option of various vaccines in the UAE, but people will have their own personal opinions, and
And it's free.
And it's free, exactly. It's optional and free right now.
Yeah.
But we'll move on. Talking about sports, the Manchester United women manager apologises after a Dubai visit forces matches to be postponed. So the recent Manchester United women's team game, which was meant to happen yesterday, has been postponed after a number of players travelled to Dubai over the holidays. The number of players travelled for business purposes has not been reported, but the manager, Casey Stoney, has taken the rap here. She's basically said it was a club decision, and as team manager, she kind of accepts kind of the blame for this. Sorry, I thought it was birds. I didn't know what was going through the window.
Yeah, there was a bird flying behind, like some bird flew behind you, like earlier.
What's happening in the office today? So she's taking the blame, but I think what we are kind of talking about here is the opinions of the people after this. So there's public backlash, of course, when there was matches postponed. Now this happened also Man City players. There was a similar scenario when men's team travelled here. Matches in those cases have also been postponed. But people are saying, why are the clubs taking the blame? I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Why are the clubs taking the blame? Why are the players individually not being blamed? And also, in these circumstances, the opposition game is also getting punished in this case because their match has been postponed. Mm-hmm. If you have to cancel a game because some of the players took a personal decision to travel to Dubai, does the buck not stop with the players in that case? I don't know enough about it. What do you reckon, Ali?
It's more of a, like, it's true. Most of the blame should go towards the players, but I think they're somewhat right when it comes to the club itself. I think the club is also responsible and guiding the players and telling them, okay, you can't travel during this period.
That's a good point.
The club needs to be more strict on their players during this time. Mm-hmm. And like when it comes to European leagues, like nowadays I see the clubs, like they're being very strict with their players. Like for example, national team, the English national team, the recent I think a month ago, a month and a half ago, when England was playing, Mason Greenwood, one of the players, he and another player sort of went out of their way and went outside when they shouldn't have, and they broke the guidelines.
Yeah,
they were strictly punished. So I guess
so that's breaking the guidelines, and I 100% see that it's up to kind of what you're saying is that it's maybe it should be like the team's guidelines or whatever it is, but in this case the team signed it off. And I know, let's say if I read a headline, it's like, oh, the players went to Dubai, and I'm thinking they came to enjoy themselves. But actually, a lot of teams every year come to Dubai for warm weather training. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you're injured, it's a good place. Like, it is a good place to come. We have top class facilities here, so the team probably signed it off. It's probably quite like to anyone flying off to Dubai seems like quite like a vacation-y thing to do. But actually, for them, they're making a lot of money. It's probably not unusual for them to do it, and if they were coming for warm weather training. But like I said, I don't know enough about it. Before we leave you, speaking of sports, can we talk a little bit about Top Golf, which has finally arrived in the UAE? It's now open. It was the large facility which has kind of been being built for a while down at Emirates Golf Club, right next to it. It's finally opened. Alibaba, have you heard much about it? Is it something you want to try?
Golf? Never been into golf, but sounds interesting.
Top Golf. So Top Golf, this is just a conversation I had with my friends, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they have it in a couple of other countries. I think in the States, I think in the UK, but it's basically more of a social event. So, and by the way, you can't book it, and I've heard it was quite busy this weekend, so if you're interested, it's walk-in only, but they actually have restaurants so you can go and wait, so kind of like have some food and drinks before you go in. But Top Golf, I feel like everyone's been talking about it. It's just opened, super social, so you go and it's quite, there's tech involved, so it's like you're at a driving range at a height, and then I think it's like bowling and golf together, driving range and bowling, because everyone takes turns, as far as I know, because I haven't been. Everyone takes turns, and then it actually tracks your distance. So then each time you go, you get better and better. And then you kind of have parties. It's quite competitive, and then you're also kind of, you can eat and drink as you play. So it's basically like golf just got better.
It just clicked to me. Is it
I'm sure that's where it is.
is it like the like with huge nets, and it's you're on top, and yeah. I've seen it on social media. I've seen it on social
Yeah, I think I feel like they've been kind of promoting it for the last month or two. So I've definitely seen billboards, or maybe just on social media as well. But also, WhatsApp groups are talking about it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, let's make plans. Let's go.
That's great. I would go. I would love to go.
I would
Yeah.
go. Team trips.
That's Lovin, Lovin, Lovin Dubai at Top Golf.
Love it. Anything to get out of the office. What? It's at Emirates Golf Club if you want to check it out. The number is +971 4371 9999. And if you are someone who doesn't like to make phone calls, you can also find them on social media. Guys, that is their top stories for today. We're back with you every single weekday morning. I hope you have a brilliant Monday. I hope you're wrapped up because it's freezing. See you tomorrow. Stay safe and wash your hands. Bye.